Hi, this is Grandma Lori. Today's story is Mina Goes to the Hospital. "What's the matter, my love?" asked Mom. She was worried about Mina. She didn't look like she was feeling well. Mina was holding her stomach. "My tummy doesn't feel good." "I'm going to go lay down on the couch," Mina said, sounding a bit sad. Mom said, "You go lay down on the couch and I'll bring you some tea and something to settle your stomach." Mina didn't get sick often. She was usually very healthy. She loved playing hide and seek with her friends after school, reading lots of books and listening to her mom and dad talk about the country they came from. Mom brought the tea and a spoonful of medicine for Mina's stomach. As she took the medicine, she asked, "Mom, can we go to the doctor? I've been feeling this way for a few days, but today's the worst." "Oh, my Mina," said Mom, sounding concerned. "Why didn't you say that earlier? I would have taken you right away if I had known. Come on, you take your tea to your room and drink it while you get changed. I'll call the doctor." Mina got up off the couch but had to sit back down suddenly because her stomach gave her a sharp pain. Slowly she got up, picked up her cup, and went to her room. Once there, Mina had to sit back down on her bed. She drank a little of the tea and it helped a little bit. The feeling of the warm tea sliding down her throat was so comforting. "Mina, weren't you able to change?" Mom asked as she came into Mina's room. "No, I was feeling dizzy, and I kept getting sharp pains," Mina said, almost in tears. "I spoke to the doctor's office. They'd like us to go to the hospital. Let me grab your coat, and we can walk to the car together," said Mom, as she stroked Mina's hair. Mom had to help Mina walk to the car. As they arrived at the hospital, they put on their masks. Mom helped Mina into a chair far away from everyone else. Mina had already fallen asleep once in the car and had trouble walking in. Mom was getting more and more worried. She went to the desk and was told the doctor had already called. Mina would be taken in next. Within a few minutes, the nurse called Mina and her mom back into a room. Mina hadn't ever been to the hospital before. Even though she felt ill, she still looked around. There were all kinds of interesting machines. The nurse asked Mina to change into a hospital gown. Boy, it was pretty ugly, thought Mina, but she did as asked. The nurse put a big squeezy thing on Mina's arm and a patch on her chest. "What's that for?" asked Mina. "It's so you know how you're doing. Both the patch and the cuff hook up to this machine. They tell us about your heart and how fast your blood is moving through your body. We can also watch your breathing from here," said the nurse. Mina had to think a moment. How could one machine do all that? The nurse left and another one came in with a wheelchair. "Hop on, young lady. We're going to take some pictures to see what's going on in your stomach." Mina rode along the halls of the hospital. There were lots of other kids in the hospital, but not many were talking or moving. They all looked pretty sick. When they got to the big room, Mina saw a huge machine that was spinning round and round in the middle. There was a bed below the spinning drum. "Okie dokie," said the nurse. "We're going to have you lie down on that bed there. I'm going to give you something to hold your hands so you don't move." "Do I have to do anything?" asked Mina. "Nope. You just have to lie on the table, close your eyes, and it'll be done in no time." The nurse handed Mina some earplugs. "Put these in your ears. It can get a little noisy in there." As Mina lay down on the table, the nurse handed her a cloth thing to put her hands in. She closed her eyes, and then she felt the table moving. It was over quickly. The noise was very loud, but Mina knew it would be, so she wasn't surprised. The nurse started talking to her, but she couldn't hear him because she had forgotten to take out the earplugs. They both laughed. When she got back to the room, the doctor was already there, talking to Mom. "There she is. Hi there, Mina. I just read the results of your scan. I was worried it was appendicitis, but it's not. You just have a really bad bug. I'd like you to stay in the hospital overnight just so we can see how things go. I'd also like to give you some fluids. You're dehydrated. Do you drink water during the day?" "I try to, but I'm not always good at it," said Mina. The doctor smiled. "That's okay. We'll give you some in your arm, and I bet you'll feel better in no time." Mina didn't like the sound of that, but said to Mom, "I'll be fine." The nurse said she'll bring me some magazines, and there are kids' movies on the TV. You can go home any time." Mom left. Mina wished she could have stayed, but knew Mom would get more upset if she acted upset. So she put on a brave face as Mom left the room. Nurses started coming into the room, hooking up this and that. They put a needle in her arm. It didn't hurt very much. Then they connected several bags of liquid. Mina could feel it going into her arm. It didn't feel bad, just weird. After a while, a nurse came in, Nurse Lucy. It was getting late. Nurse Lucy sat on the edge of Mina's bed. "Would you like to play cards or hear a story?" "Let's play cards. I love cards, but I always win, so be prepared," Mina smiled. She was starting to feel better. They played a lot of different games as the night went on. They were pretty evenly matched, with Mina winning sometimes and Nurse Lucy winning other times. Mina was starting to get tired. "I think I need to go to sleep," she said. Nurse Lucy said, "Sounds good. I'm going to get something to help you sleep better. Then I'll turn off the lights." She ruffled Mina's hair. The next morning, Mina was feeling so much better. The pain in her stomach wasn't gone completely, but it was definitely better. The doctor came in and said, "I think you can go home as soon as your mom gets here, Mina. I'm going to send you home with some medicine and treat the infection in your tummy, but you should be good as new quickly." "Thank you, doctor," said Mina. "I feel a lot better this morning." Mom arrived after breakfast. She helped Mina get into her regular clothes, and when the wheelchair arrived, they were able to make their way down to the car. The doctor was right. Within just a few days, Mina was feeling so much better. She was even able to start playing outside with her friends again. Mina thought about her trip to the hospital. It wasn't as scary as she thought it would be. Everyone there was so nice. They laughed with her and told her stories. She met nurses and doctors from all over the world and would ask each about their homes. Mina wouldn't be afraid if she had to go to the hospital again. This has been Grandma Lori. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's story.